Alright guys, Yowie Chaser. We're going to talk about probably the hottest Yowie place in Australia, I would say. So we've got black SUVs checking out this place. We've got rangers. I even read something about I can't find it again, that there was a lot of people getting cancer in this area. So this is Barringbar Range, Mooball National Park, Pottsville's over this way, Bar's down here, and Mooball's down here where the big motorbike is. Alright, we'll get on to what's been going on. Alrighty, so this is where's my mouse? Can you see that, guys? Look at that, that's a Ridgeline, guys. This is what I've been going on about for years. That nobody listens, you know. I'll tell you now, I'm 100% right. This just proves it, this one. Anyway, so... Alright, so what's been happening is... Can't see the road. So just along here, there's a guy that lives around here somewhere. He puts up a Yowie's cross here sign. Council come out, take it away. Okay. Now, how all this started was a few members, some great members that we have in our group, got some very good information. One in particular drives this road every day, and there's a couple that actually live in this area. But anyway, this is all in the group, guys. If you want to go check it out, I'm not going to put their names here because they might want their names on YouTube, saying that every time old mate puts his Yowie crossing sign up, black SUVs rock up and rangers. So who are they? I don't know who they are, but obviously someone's out looking for something. Now, I don't know if I just mentioned it, but I did read somewhere. I can't find it anywhere. I don't know if it was Barringbar or Mooball. When I was just doing like a little bit of check on Wikipedia, and it said that in 2010 or something, it was a lot of people were getting cancer in the area. So that's just something else to think about. All right. Anyway, so here's the Ridgeline, guys. Look at this. So I keep telling you, I used to tell people, if you want to cut out 90% of your search, you walk Ridgelines, because that's where they walk. Right? But back then I was classed a hoaxer, a fraudster, a charlatan, doesn't know what he's talking about, you know, all the good stuff. But when you know you're right, it doesn't matter what people say about you. They're the ones that are going to learn the hard way. Alright, so this is the Ridgelines, guys. Every sighting, guess what's there? Ridgeline. Alright, so here, this is where they cross here, top of this road here. And go. Now, we've had sightings. If you follow this Ridgeline down, there's been a few in here as well, and they're all on the Ridgeline. Even where they've seen them on the road, there's one here at Narund. I don't know how you say it, Narundi or whatever. Can't find it. But anyway, yeah, and it's right where the Ridgeline crosses the road. And there's been others here. There's been some down near Pottsville and blah blah blah. Anyway, so I went up here, I don't know, last week I think. Had a look, but it was raining, and we actually drove in that national park. But yeah, it looks like a good spot. We'll have to get back up there and just do a whole night thing up there. Alright, well, I'll read you out some things that have been left in the group. Oh yeah, so before I do that, last night or the night before I got a sighting from there, but it's from back in 1982, but I'll read out some things that have been happening there now, alright, so when I was looking up that thing again, I couldn't find it, but it said this is on Wikipedia, it says, here is one of the largest lowland rainforests in Australia, and also a refuge for several animal species, including the Yowie. I bet you they won't tell you that. Alright, so, in the group, someone asked this lady about the SUVs, the black SUVs. You've already asked me, and my answer is still the same. Yes, I have seen different cars many times over the years, as of everyone else that drives the Barringbar range daily. Alright, so people are seeing them all the time. These SUVs, black SUVs, guys. Now, what is going on? Alright, what else have we got here? So another person, there was a lot of debate about where this actual spot is. I don't know why, but anyway, this one person that knows a lot about it said it's on top of the Barringbar range. I'll call the road Top Secret Road, where the Yowie crossing used to be. It leads into Mooball National Park. We live on the property that backs on to the top of the secret road. Definitely worth investigating. Lots of activity here, especially after dark. Have experienced a few things out here also. Alright, so I can tell you where these people live. They're in a very good spot. She's probably not saying as much as what she knows. Alright, so then there was some other comments left. One was a school teacher had one running alongside her car at Yowie. If you Google, it was written about in the local paper. Wasn't that long ago. Then someone else has put, I've seen a huge creature resembles Bigfoot over 15 years ago around that area, driving to work from Pottsville. It ran out in front of my ute about 3:30 a.m. in the morning. Was no moon, though, but was very freaky. Then someone else put up, because it was talk about one at Woyong. I've seen the one at Woyong. It come running out near the caravan park and went toward the beach. It was over 16 years ago, but so many weird things down that way. I can't believe I was down there for a whole week. I didn't even check any of this out. I wish I heard about this before. Then I remember Gary Opiate. He was saying that he found a nest, which isn't far from there, and that's in the Barringbar National Park. So, what else then? What's this? Here's another one. Many years ago, I was driving from Barringbar Range, coming back from Pottsville by myself. Large, blonde, brown animal-like dog came running at my car. I saw a flash of it. It disappeared. I thought I was going to run into the car. It should have hit me, but it didn't. It was just gone. We hear this scenario over too. Heaps of people that have no idea about what Yowies are. They're driving along the highway, runs out in front of them, and they're waiting to hit, and it doesn't hit. And they're too scared to do anything until they get to a town, stop, and go, what just happened? How come there's no damage to the car? So why are people driving through them? Alright, so that's another one. Then we'll go back up to, this is the story that I just got 2 nights ago, guys. Alright, so now this one. So this was on this range, right? Now this one just happens to be on the range below. Can you see that? I'll move it down. So where this place is, where this farm is, it backs onto this range here. Alright, so we'll go on with that one. So yes, I saw a Yowie. It was 1982. I was on a farm. I was living in Mooball on New South Wales Queensland border. It was the last property at the end of Top Secret Road. The farm backed up onto the Barringbar range. We had a cow graveyard up there in the hills. We lost a cow or two, so I went looking, and what I saw was not a cow. Well over 6 foot, very human looking, grey to brown, not aggressive, just took off in the other direction. Hairy, but not long haired. Didn't see much else. When I came home, I told my brother-in-law about it, to which he laughed. Thought it was just me being silly. A week later, he was rounding up cows on his motorcycle when he came in like he'd seen a ghost. He said he doesn't know what was chasing him, but he kept up with his bike. Told me never to go up there again. He moved out that week, and I moved not long after. The farm has now moved hands. Now, there was a big fire up there in the area in 2015. I often wonder what become of it. Alright, so guys, if anyone's in this area and you know anything else, let us know. Just message me. Go to my Yowie Chaser Facebook page. Alright, Yowie Chase Basement. It'll be in the description. Or just go to my group, Yowie Sightings Australia, and you can, when you join up, there's a few questions. You can leave your story there, or you can post it in the group, or you can post it in the group anonymously. You got 3 ways to do it, alright? So, I'm telling you now, this is the hottest spot ever, guys. I've never heard of any SUVs rocking up the place. It's only in America. So, obviously, it's happening here. And people have seen it when they're driving past. And it's normally after this guy, the council come out and take his sign down. Alright, so let's have another look at this place. Have a look there. So we drove, where did we drive? We drove here. We drove all through here the other day, but it was raining. I'll tell you what, that's an awesome little spot. Shouldn't promote this place. There you go. It's all good. Alright, if anyone else wants to share their story, send them in, guys. Same, everything will be in the description. Send your story and I'll read it out. We've still got thousands to read out, but they're not very long. So they might be 1 minute stories. We need a bit longer, so they at least go for at least 5 minutes, and I can check out the area. And we can do this sort of stuff. And I might just start doing them out in the bush yet, so I'll see what happens. Alright guys, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Yowie chasing.